Congratulations to the class of 2024 on the completion of your degrees. Every graduate of McMaster University is proudly welcomed as a member of the McMaster Alumni Association. Who are McMaster alumni? From coast to coast in every corner of the world, we work, lead, contribute, and volunteer in all industries and fields of work. We take our community spirit with us, our creativity and technical strengths, along with our unique problem-solving skills to make a difference for others, collaborating and innovating to take on the big questions facing the world. We make an impact. Let us introduce you to a few members of the McMaster alumni family.
There's a feeling that I had in my time there that I hadn't anticipated and that I've never been able to duplicate. And so it's a feeling of belonging. And it's funny, I look and I think it was a short period of time, undergrad is 4 years and grad school was just over 2. And I went away. I went away during MBA to France, and then I worked in Boston. But those times just seem so significant in my journey. I've worked and I've done other things, and you go to high school for the same period of time, but there was something unique about this. And I think it's who you develop, who you become as a person.
Engineering was hard. I worked and I did my MBA full time after I graduated, about a couple years after I had graduated. That was easier than doing my engineering degree. So what I learned is, even though things are hard, doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to figure it out. It's really important to find a group of people, a team, other people that are going through that and can help you. And it just makes it feel a whole lot less lonely and more effective when you're doing it with someone else. And plus all the skills that I acquired. So it gave me a lot of confidence to do what I do today.
I would say that my experience at McMaster has served me well throughout my career journey in a number of different ways. So throughout my training with the philosophy department, I really was able to cultivate a number of different skill sets, everything from communication to research to self-expression, and all of those skill sets have really served me well throughout my career. And that's true whether it was in the university sector, whether it was in regulatory compliance, whether it was in the private sector, or now the not-for-profit sector. So I really found that those skills have served me well and are deeply transferable. So I really have my humanities education to thank for that.
Whether it was a lab experiment in chemistry or a project during my MBA, or the countless lectures, I always found there was a strong theme of working together, of collaborating. My professors really encouraged us to think and encouraged us to participate, and they encouraged embracing different viewpoints. So I thought that was something that really has resonated with me.
Most important lesson I learned outside of the classroom was just stamina. I think, those long SRA meetings or working on the MSU, you kind of don't have a chance to stop and give up. And so stamina and a little bit of resilience, right? And all of a sudden you're so passionate about something and you want this vote to go through, and you kind of just have that resilience and you keep on going. And that passion, I think I've taken to my career and post McMaster life, which is you just got to stay focused on what you want to accomplish.
Graduation day, it was truly delightful to see all of my colleagues graduate and become successful scholars, to be able to go on this learning journey with them over 4 years and to see them evolve and develop into scholars and then pursue their careers in professional schools or postgraduate training programs. I believe graduation day was truly the highlight of my training at McMaster University. I'm the first person in my family to have the opportunity to go to university full time. So I take it as a privilege, and I know that I'm truly privileged to be able to give back to society in this way and to be able to create more opportunities for people that follow forward in the next generation.
The McMaster Alumni Association numbers over 229,000 members, and today we welcome the newest members. Where will they make their impact? The class of 2024's road to graduation has had more than the usual academic challenges, as they faced much of their studies amidst a global pandemic. Persevering and overcoming those obstacles arms this class with great adaptability and resilience that no doubt will serve them well in the future. Let's hear from some of this year's graduates as they reflect on their time at McMaster.
Thank you, Mom, for always being my rock. Whether I needed advice or just words of encouragement, you were always there since day one of my journey here at McMaster. Thank you for taking care of my grandparents and holding down the fort at home so that I could focus on my studies and truly live out my full potential here at McMaster.
I just wanted to thank my Nana and Grandpa and my mom for all of their continuous support over the years. I love you all so much, and I am so excited it's graduation day. Love you all. Thank you.
I want to thank my mom, my dad, and my sisters for cheering me on every step of the way and making sure I was fed at all times. I also want to thank Claudia for writing every exam, test, and assignment together. I couldn't have gotten through this undergrad without her.
Today, I'd like to thank my parents for trusting me and providing me the opportunity to immerse myself in a life bigger than what I had ever imagined growing up, and for enabling me to envision a life greater than myself. I'd also love to thank my godmom for providing me with all the love and support I could ever need. Thank you, God, for blessing me with such an amazing family. And shout out to all my international students. We did it.
Hi, my name is Claire Tucky. I'm from the Faculty of Science in the Department of Kinesiology. Today is a special day because I'm graduating from my PhD. I want to thank my family who is here to support me and who has been supporting me throughout the 6 years of my doctorate degree. I'm also here to support all of the undergraduate students in the Department of Kinesiology that I've had the pleasure of teaching. Thank you for all the wonderful semesters that we've had together in the classroom. Thank you and congratulations.
I would like to give a special thank you to my parents and my sister for being so supportive throughout my time at McMaster. I'll never forget, and I'll always cherish the moments I was able to make, whether that was through classroom projects, clubs, committees, social activities, social events. I'll never forget the sense of community the group brought to me.
I'd like to thank my mom and dad for supporting me throughout my MBA journey. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for your love, support, and obviously your money. I promise that I did study just a little bit throughout my MBA. Thank you so much for making it all the way out to my convocation, and I hope I made you proud. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Shamya Jirkumar from the Faculty of Science, and if I could thank one person who really helped me throughout my undergraduate journey at Mac, it would definitely be my mom. So thank you so much for always constantly supporting, encouraging, advising, and motivating me throughout all my courses and my exam preparations, and always giving that energy boost that I need to never give up and always do my best.
Most, I'd like to thank my family for being here today and for celebrating me. I know I haven't said it before, but it truly means the world to have you all here. I want to say a big thanks to you, Dad, who gave me the freedom and courage to choose my own path in life, and for your unwavering support and unconditional love always. Thank you, Mom, for believing in me even when I doubted myself, and for being my source of strength every step of the way. You're both an inspiration, my role models, my best friends, and I really hope to make you all proud. Thank you, Ravi Roin, for being here, and I know soon enough I'll be returning the favor. I hope I've made Tayi Dadu proud as well, and I really wish they could have been here today. I'd just like to end by saying a big thanks to all my friends, my chosen family, who laughed with me during the highs and stood by me during the lows. Thank you for being my rock, for supporting me, and for celebrating me always. I am forever grateful, and I couldn't have done it without you all, so thank you.
When I first broke the news about getting into DGRUT to my mom, she was in tears. But she has been my biggest support throughout my MBA, and so did my dad. I would also want to thank my family who are here with me today. In the end, I would want to mention one quote that my grandmom told me before she left for her heavenly abode that same year, which was Karm kar, phal ki chinta mat kar, which in English means do your duty, do not worry about the results. And that's what kept me going. Thank you.
I just want to thank all my family and friends who helped me get to this point. And I would say my favorite memory from McMaster was going on exchange to England last year. Just a great experience all around.
Thank you for being there to support me when I was living away from home for the first time. Thank you for my education and experiences. Thank you to my profs, my TAs. Thank you for the SCCE office for supporting me and finding and helping me find co-ops. Most of all, thank you to my parents who are in the crowd. Thank you for being there for me all the time. Thank you for supporting me in my dreams, no matter how many times it has changed. Thank you for continuing to believe in me and for being my lifelong teachers. I love you guys.
Hello everyone, my name is Faith Grace Robes and I'm from the Honors Life Science program. And before I walk across the stage, I'd like to thank my parents, my dad and my mom, for allowing me to achieve this milestone through their amazing efforts and sacrifices. And I'd also like to thank my dearest little sister for her unconditional support, which has been a constant source of inspiration.
My most memorable moment was receiving my iron ring and having my parents come out to support me. When I was on my lows, my family was my shoulder to cry on, and when I was on my highs, they were my cheerleaders. I'm extremely grateful for the love, support, encouragement, prayers that they have given me over the past 4 years. On top of that, I want to thank my friends, my professors, TAs, mentors, managers, and anyone that I came across. You guys added to my journey and my story, and I'm incredibly grateful. Today, we are going to rejoice, we are going to celebrate our amazing achievement, and I could not be more proud of my class.
Hi, Dad. Don't cry. I wanted to say thank you for being my hero, my best friend, and my biggest supporter through university and through life itself. You came to every single football game to cheer on my cheerleading team, drove over an hour to pick me up at night when I wanted to come home, and called just about 7 times a day to make sure that I was still safe. You have a heart of gold. I love you. And thank you to my strong and beautiful mom, who couldn't be here today, but who I know is watching from up above. All I've ever wanted to be is you. Congratulations to all the graduates.
Well done and well said, class of 2024. We are so excited to see where you will go, the challenges you will take on, what you will create, how you will advance and innovate, and where you will make your unique impact. We know, like the graduands we just heard from, the critical role the family, friends, and supporters in this audience, as well as others at home, have played in supporting their McMaster journey. So, on behalf of the McMaster Alumni Association and the world, thank you for all you did to help these McMaster graduates along the way. We share in your pride and celebrate this moment with you. Here's to the McMaster class of 2024.
It's almost like getting the gong. guy was crazy. He looked like
Chad doesn't need one, huh? I guess not, no.
Graduands and guests, as you are able, please stand for the academic procession.
I declare that the 654th Convocation of McMaster University for the conferring of degrees is now in session.
Please be seated. Good morning and welcome. I am Dr. Susan Tai, and I have the privilege to serve as McMaster University Provost and Vice President Academic. And this morning, I have the great pleasure to serve as your Master of Ceremonies for this convocation. On behalf of the university, I would like to recognize and acknowledge that we meet today on the traditional territories of the Mississauga and Haudenosaunee nations, and within the lands protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement. We must remember that we all have a role in upholding the spirit of this agreement, which urged for the peaceful sharing of Earth's resources. We must also not forget that by merely acknowledging this agreement, that our presence on these traditional lands is important, that we live through our actions every day, and that we have a pathway to a shared path for reconciliation. I challenge you to consider how you can foster reconciliation among the many peoples that inhabit these lands. I would now like to take the opportunity to acknowledge the many notable leaders joining me on stage this morning. Our Chancellor, Ms. Santi Smith, President and Vice Chancellor, Dr. David Farrar, Vice President and Dean, Faculty of Health Sciences, Dr. Paul O'Byrne, Deputy Provost, Dr. Mateus Griselli, Vice Provost and Dean of Graduate Studies, Dr. Steve Ranilovic, Vice Provost, Teaching and Learning, Dr. Kim Dye, Vice Provost, Equity and Inclusion, Dr. Barrington Walker, Associate Vice President, Global Health, Dr. Sonia Nad, Vice Deans, Associate and Assistant Deans, Chairs, Directors, McMaster and Mohawk College faculty members, and honored guests. Before we start our formal program, I would kindly ask everyone in the audience to please turn off your electronic devices so that they may not ring during the ceremony. I would now like to call upon our Chancellor, Santi Smith, to make her welcoming remarks and deliver the Thanksgiving address.
Nyawa, thank you, Provost Tai. Sego, Sewaguego, greetings everyone. Watquinualado, welcome, honored guests, staff, family, friends, colleagues, and McMaster and Mohawk College faculty members, and most importantly, graduands. What a wonderful day it is as we come together to share and to celebrate achievements and to extend our gratitude. As we celebrate today, let us acknowledge the land on which we gather, a land with deep histories, cultures, and knowledge systems that continue to teach us. May this moment inspire us to walk forward with humility, curiosity, love, and courage to make meaningful contributions to the world. I'm so pleased to begin this ceremony with the Ohandu Galiwet Dekwe, also known as the Thanksgiving Address, the words spoken before all else in Gaingeha, the Mohawk language. Sewatahosios ne gat ne galiwesa ne ona ne angali hohetste ne ganawala dansula. These wise words aim to unite our minds and hearts in acknowledgement, to give thanks, to affirm our interdependence, to cultivate compassion and kindness to living entities, and to remind us of our responsibilities for sustaining nature's delicate balance and to encourage peaceful coexistence in alignment with the immensity of creation. We offer greetings and gratitude to the people, human beings, our ancestors, family, and friends. So be it in our minds. We give thanks to Mother Earth, for she provides us with everything that we need to survive and thrive. So be it in our minds. We offer greetings and thanks to the waters, from the oceans to the streams, to the waters flowing in our body, to the waters that quench our thirst. Water is life, so be it in our minds. We offer greetings to the fish life, who help to purify the waters and provide us with nourishment, so be it in our minds. We offer greetings and gratitude to all of the plant life, from the grasses to the medicines which purify and strengthen our bodies, so be it in our minds. We give thanks to all of the insects who help to pollinate the plants, so be it in our minds. Dai tinu walara ne John Hekwen, eto na yonto haget ne naguat nagula. We offer greetings and gratitude to our sustenance foods for their nourishment and the medicine they provide us, so be it in our minds. Dai tinu walara ne wahyadi yunta, eto na yonto haget ne naguat nagula. We offer thanks to all of the fruit life who help to nourish us, so be it in our minds. Dietinu walara ne gondirion, eto na yonto haget ne naguat nagula. We give our greetings and gratitude to the animals, many who sacrifice their lives to help sustain us, and who are our teachers and guides, so be it in our minds. Dietinu walara ne dit don ongua, eto na yonto haget ne naguat nagula. We offer greetings and gratitude to the birds, whose beautiful singing help to uplift our spirits and bring peace and calm to our hearts, so be it in our minds. Dietinu walara ne galunda ongua, eto na yonto haget ne naguat nagula. We give thanks to every species of tree. We cannot live without the oxygen they provide us. Their roots and sap provide us nourishment and cleansing for our bodies, and we are grateful for their shelter and shade, so be it in our minds. Dietinu walara ne zoer la warnier, eto na yonto haget ne naguat nagula. We offer greetings and gratitude to the circulating winds who travel the earth, bringing new life and breath. Through observing the winds, we recognize the cycling of seasons and messages about the environment, so be it in our minds. Dietinu walara ne ladiwerlas, eto na yonto haget ne naguat nagula. We give thanks to the grandfather thunderers who purify the air and awaken the earth and awaken us. The powerful voice of lightning and thunder bring on the replenishing and the renewing rains, so be it in our minds. Datsi dawanu walara ne anjangeni galakwa eto na yonto haget ne naguat nagula. We offer our greetings and gratitude to our eldest brother, Sun, who appears consistently each morning to provide sunshine, protection, and energy for all living things, so be it in our minds. Dietinu walara ne asatanega wat nirele eto na yonto haget ne naguat nagula. We offer thanks to Grandmother Moon for lighting up the nighttime sky and for her powerful pull on our waters, governing of cycles, women, and birth, so be it in our minds. Dietinu walara ne yotisto warlunyo, eto na yonto haget ne naguat nagula. We give greetings and gratitude to the stars, to the cosmos, for providing us with guidance, direction, and dazzling our eyes when we look into the nighttime sky, so be it in our minds. Dietinu walara ne deon kiarado, eto na yonto haget ne naguat nagula. We give thanks to our protectors, our spiritual guardians, who provide clarity of mind and bring peace and calm to our hearts, so be it in our minds. Datsi damanu walara ne Chancellor goa sauyela eto na yonto haget ne naguat nagula. We give thanks to creation, the immense creative energy that lives and moves in every entity and lives and moves in all of us. So be it in our minds. Da eto ni kawanage, da eto. This is a shortened address, and it's offered as a humble acknowledgement, as a reminder for the immensity of the creative living universe, of which we human beings are a very small part. In recognizing the breadth and the depth of addressing the natural world, I may have overlooked certain aspects or entities. So I invite you to give thanks and gratitude to anything that I have missed out. It is also a reminder of our responsibilities as protectors of nature and active upholders of skana. In Gaingeha, it means peace or balance. To cultivate peace and balance within us and in relationship to kin, community, the environment, and all of our non-human relatives. Addressing our interdependence is necessary for sustaining our world in a good way. We thank everything in creation everything upon which we depend to get us to this very moment. In gratitude and celebration, we are here to acknowledge achievements. Convocation is a time to reflect on stories and actions that helped shape us, stories of perseverance, resilience, and connections. It is also an invitation to imagine the stories yet to be written, the roles you will embody, and your own impact rippling out into the world. Today marks a moment of transition, a threshold space where one chapter ends and another begins. Each of you has journeyed through challenges and triumphs, learning and growing to arrive here. But the journey unfolds not alone. Along the way, you've had helpers, teachers who inspired, mentors who guided, friends who uplifted, loved ones who stood by you with unwavering support. Now, to all of those people, immense gratitude. As you step through the threshold, may you carry with you the lessons and the gratitude for those who have walked alongside you. Now, graduands, celebrate, be reflective, enjoy this time, and we look forward to witnessing the gifts you offer the world as responsible, forward thinkers and doers. Yoyanale, congratulations, and please enjoy the ceremony.
Thank you, Chancellor Smith. I would now like to welcome Dr. Steve Ranilovic, Vice Provost and Dean of Graduate Studies, to the podium to deliver the welcoming remarks.
Thank you, Provost Ty. And good morning and welcome to all our graduands, their families and friends. I can't tell you how thrilled I am to be here with you to share this wonderful experience in this auspicious moment for all of you. The university experience is truly a unique one. As our Chancellor said, it encompasses both a beginning and an end to very important chapters in your life. Some of you entered your first lecture hall about 4 years ago, probably feeling a bit scared, but excited for this new post-secondary world. For others, this was the next step in your ongoing academic journey into graduate school. And I wager it was just as exciting and perhaps even a little bit scary. But in so many ways, these two stories are incredibly similar. You learned to listen, and sometimes you listened for hours on end. You read a lot, and you discovered new places to read. For example, the Student Center may not have been the quietest place, but it is really well positioned for a coffee top-up, and in my books, that's the best place to read. And for those immersed in research, you discovered that investigating the unknown doesn't always run on the traditional 9-to-5 schedule. As late as our libraries on campus are open, somehow, it's never late enough. And for all of you, there was writing, always writing. A laptop full of assorted chipped keys and faded letters now stands as a testament to your many sleepless nights of work. All of this hard work, though arduous and sometimes overwhelming, suddenly feels lighter when you stumble into those very special events in the course of your studies. Such as that afternoon when you crushed every fear of public speaking and delivered an amazing presentation at a faculty symposium. Or that weekend you ran a personal best as a member of our track and field team. And don't forget that experiment in the lab that finally went as planned, and the resulting celebration with your lab mates and your graduate supervisor. And of course, that lecture or seminar where you met the most amazing circle of friends with whom you will likely still be texting 2 decades from now. And I speak from experience, those are some of the most important relationships in your life. This chapter has been one of exploration and of learning, of friendship and of laughter, of discovering who you want to be in this life. From this podium, I see individuals destined to make contributions that improve the life for their neighbors, whether they live next door or halfway around the globe. I see policy advisors and social advocates, designers of new technologies to fight climate change, and solvers of mysteries that challenge human existence. I see writers and artists and music makers who will inspire us to dream and challenge us to look at the world through a different lens. But these are the next chapters of an adventure that is still being written. For now, I would like to thank you all for having spent this chapter with us here at McMaster University, because you have enriched this community in immeasurable ways. This is an exciting moment. Revel in it, because you have certainly earned it. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Dr. Rilevuk. I would like to welcome Dr. Paul O'Byrne, Vice President and Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences, to present the honorary degree recipient.
Madam Chancellor, by the authority of the Senate of McMaster University, I have the honor to present John Ioannidis. Dr. John Ioannidis is the world's leading authority on the credibility of medical research and a leading figure in the field of evidence-based medicine. He is a professor of medicine and epidemiology and population health in the Stanford University School of Medicine. He is former director of the Stanford Prevention Research Center and is co-director of the Meta Research Innovation Center at Stanford, known as Metrics. His 2005 paper entitled "Why Most Published Research Findings Are False" helped launch the field of meta-science, revealing how often researchers can develop the wrong conclusions. The paper now ranks as the most accessed publication in the history of the Public Library of Science. The author of more than 1,200 scholarly papers, Dr. Ioannidis is among the top 10 most highly cited scientists globally. He is a compelling advocate for sound research principles, having delivered more than 700 talks and lectures worldwide. Particularly in the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic, he was a strong evidence-based voice in the media, appearing on national broadcasts and writing for publications including The Washington Post, The Guardian, and Maclean's. Dr. Ioannidis was previous chair of the Department of Hygiene and Epidemiology at the University of Ionia Medical School and director of the Center for Genetic Epidemiology and Modeling at Tufts University. He has served on the executive board of the Human Genome Epidemiology Network and as senior advisor on knowledge integration for the National Cancer Institute. Dr. Ioannidis has been president of both the Association of the American Physicians and the Society for Research Synthesis Methodology. He was elected to the National Academy of Medicine, the Association of American Physicians, and several other professional academies, while also receiving the inaugural Harwood Prize for Intellectual Courage from the American Institute for Economic Research. His list of honors includes Albert Sveinberg Medal from the European Society for Clinical Investigation, the European Award of Excellence in Clinical Science, and the Chancellor Award for Epidemiology from McMaster University. Chancellor Smith, Dr. John Ioannidis is a world leader in the McMaster-founded field of evidence-based medicine and a champion for medical research of the highest quality. In recognition of his contributions, I ask you to confer upon him the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
John Ioannidis, by the authority of McMaster University, I have the great pleasure to confer upon you the degree Doctor of Science, honoris causa. at McMaster University with all the rights and privileges pertaining to that degree. Congratulations. If you want to sign. I would now like to invite Dr. Ioannidis to deliver the convocation address.
Madam Chancellor, President Farrar, honored guests, graduates, family, and friends. It is a great honor and unique pleasure to receive this doctorate from McMaster University and to give this convocation address. McMaster is a leading world-class institution. This is the place where evidence-based medicine was born, where its principles matured, and where its impressive applications keep growing. The advent of evidence-based medicine represents a momentous turning point in the history of health sciences and healthcare. I come today as a pilgrim to your institution, thankful for everything I have learned from you over the years. I hope to continue to learn from your brilliant achievements for years to come. I congratulate all of you who graduate today. I'm delighted to share your joy and applaud your accomplishments. You and your family and friends must be very proud. May your paths in the future provide abundant opportunities for more celebration and joy, for exciting stimulation and a sense of fulfillment. While I wish you success in all your endeavors, this is not enough. My valediction needs to be coupled with a second wish. May you have wisdom, resilience, and ingenuity to benefit also from whatever disappointments, obstacles, and frustrations you may encounter. Setbacks and failures can be wonderful. I admire people who can become grand masters at the art of failing. Personally, I'm grateful for my numerous failures and defeats, for all the calamities I have encountered. I consider myself fortunate whenever I realize even more deeply how little I know, how uninformed or misinformed I have been, how miserably I have failed at times. Then I do have a reason to wake up the next day and try to do better. Well, perhaps one day I may wake up and think that everything is perfect. If that perfection ever happens, I suspect I will be hallucinating, lobotomized, or clinically dead. None of us knows for sure what the next day will be like. I do like to plan, even meticulously so. I try to think in advance, using the best available evidence. I indulge in making far-reaching plans and outlines for research, for projects, or for my life. As a meta-researcher focused on research methodology, I'm sort of a maniac about fleshing out protocols and method sections in painful detail. But I'm always fascinated by my recurrent inability to predict and by how often these over-ambitious plans require revisions or simply fall apart. Science, medicine, health, and life at large can be so stunningly surprising. We live in an era of tremendous predictive power, or so we are told by experts, decision makers, artificial intelligence gurus, and many other pundits. Both experts and non-experts proclaim predictions all the time. While it is precarious to extrapolate any regression beyond the already observed values, we do this routinely nonetheless. The voices that are heard the loudest are not necessarily the ones that use the best predictive methods. W.B. Yeats remains as relevant today as when he wrote his famous poem a century ago, right after the 1918 pandemic, when an old world was coming to an end. The best lack all conviction, while the worst are full of passionate intensity. While we're flooded with predictions, we also face tremendous predictive inability when it comes to issues that matter the most. How will science, medicine, health, life at large, our world be like in 10, 20, 40 years from now? Do we really have any serious clue? For example, will we still have physicians and healthcare workers, or would we all be replaced by some intelligent software? Will humans still toil in science, posing research questions? Will our disease burden be smaller or greater? Will this beautiful and tormented earth still sustain life and human civilization as we know it? We need evidence to try to answer a stream of burning existential level questions. And we also need humility to recognize our limits. While evidence-based approaches have grown stronger, the arrogance of experts and the insolence of non-experts have also become more influential. In dealing with powerful self-interested stakeholders, science and health are sometimes squeezed, distorted, and threatened with the worst outcomes. Sometimes I laugh when I recognize several strange bedfellows who court science. It is a bit like Nick Bottom with his donkey head flirting with a bewitched Titania in Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream. The most beautiful fairy queen falls in love at first sight with the funniest, perhaps most ridiculous creature. The way that many politicians, big tobacco, big food, big pharma, big tech, big anything, as well as influencers, both mainstream and fringe media, frantic social media, and all sorts of impossible conspiracy dealers deal with science is often indeed a joke. Yet sometimes I also have dark thoughts on seeing that this joking dream may become even a lasting, worsening nightmare. We have developed endless means to destroy ourselves. Caught between war, poverty, pandemics, injustice, corruption, authoritarianism, environmental degradation, climate change, further missteps can cost us dearly. However, we also have ample ways to collect and critically and impartially assess evidence, to learn, to improve ourselves, to help other human beings and to care sincerely for them, to remain free, daring, and inquisitive, to love, to create. I'm neither a pessimist nor an optimist. I think we should acknowledge unpredictability and make the most of it. To do this, we may need fewer overconfident experts and more judicious evidence, less technological arrogance and more human compassion, less partisanship and more open-mindedness, less rush to speak and more eagerness to listen, less personal ambition and more willingness to serve, especially those who are sick, poor, disadvantaged, and marginalized. The future is indeed unknown, but this uncertainty may be a blessing in disguise. The future is indeed unknown, but it belongs to you. Don't compromise and don't betray your dreams to do good. I trust that each of you can change the world in ways that really matter. Godspeed.
Congratulations, Dr. Ioannidis. I would now like to welcome Dr. David Farrar, President and Vice Chancellor, to the podium to present the graduates to our Chancellor for admission to their degrees.
Graduands, please stand as you are able. This is the best part of the ceremony. They turn the lights up, you all stand up, and we finally get to see you. Chancellor Smith, on behalf of McMaster University Senate, I present to you these candidates and those in absentia, in order that you may confer the appropriate degrees upon them, and I bear witness that they are worthy and suitable.
Graduands, by my authority and that of the McMaster University Senate, I have the great pleasure to admit those before me today and those in absentia to their individual degrees at McMaster University, with all the rights and privileges pertaining to those degrees. My sincere congratulations to you all. Please be seated.
Graduates, I now ask each of you to join me on stage so that the Chancellor and I may welcome you to the McMaster community of scholars. We would be delighted to shake your hand or to acknowledge your accomplishment without touching. Congratulations.
Honored guests, thank you. So that each graduate's name may be heard, it would be appreciated if during the presentation of the graduands, you would hold your collective applause to the end of each degree category. Thank you. Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Christian Bellissimo. Rebecca Burkett. Victoria Elizabeth Coles. Matthew Squazin. Haley Zubik. Erica Campbell. Patricia Omontohamen Ogba. Zoha Salam. Anya Thoyer. Carrie Audra Waddell. Rebecca Holly Correa. Jimmy Hu. Melissa Lennon. Tanya McDonald. Sukrit Narula. Bianca Diane Rodriguez. Rosane Natalie Stennett. Sundar Baral. Michaela Eng Tugud. Jenny Fung Nguyen. Natsia Patan. Alicia Juliana Phelps. Caroline Seiler. Evangelia Evelyn Tsakaridis. Megan Jessica Vierhout. Tamana Yusuf. Mohammed Istik Ali. Sarah Brassard. Erica Krupp. Sia Ma. Adil Nexia. Nasreen Alostaz. Lynn Lee. Arik Blair Rankin. Nora Bakar. Michael Camarata. Cassandra D'Amore. Shannon Cassidy Clip. Ava Mehtipur Atai. Kang Trong Nguyen. Kenneth Shihichi Noguchi. Shirley Quach. Elise Alexandra Wiley.
Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Master of Biomedical Discovery and Commercialization. Subomi Balungun. Mand Badami. Jaskiran Kaur Baines. Cassandra Chan. Jason Choi. Ria Chopra. Davanshi Darji. Anthony Nelo Delfino. Monisha Divakaran. Yasmin Gassemi. Darlene Guyen Ha. Michaela Caitlin Hughes Butler. Ibrahim Iha. Fatima Jessa. Hassan Zarak Khan. Yasmin Stephanie Kolar. Angelina Lam. Elizabeth Sanru Lee. Will Joseph Grant McCauley. Anmol Marwaha. Saida Raveen Muzaffar. Shiraz Nawaz. Jaden Pereira. Jack Ryan Ravila. Jude Peter Zabo. Phoebe Huang. Sharif Ramez George Amin Youssef. Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Master of Science. Oh, it's not right. Excuse me. May I present the degree Master of Biomedical Innovation. Mahdi Ali. Kritika Chowdhury. Vibha Chowdhury. Hunter Evan Chitri. Toluolase Imaloa Dayo Awade Alide. Hanukkah Deru, Ryan McNeil, Zain Farouk Musa, Taznia Nabil, Safina Shajani, Danica Sikri, Laura Michelle Vanier, Amy Victoria Wall, Jason Yao, Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Master of Science. Zoya Adil, Ryan Amini, Alicia Anand, Enzo Mongiovi Baruki, Alexandra Celestine Barkhouse, Jake Brill, Johan Amir Caballo, Christy Yinchi Chow, Lena Darwish, Sarah Fortier, Sahil Yadav Karnani, Sakshi Karwashwa, Grace Kim, Elizabeth Locke, Shariful Islam Saqib, Hassan Sayami Sheikh Muhammad, Serena Yang, Yi Zhang, Catherine Moroleus, Cassie Camara, Dr. Rhonda Khaled Gafaz, Ivy Elizabeth Gibson, Laura Yan Jin, Kristen Grace Lill, Shanna Tara Lee Needham, Daniela Marisa Palmieri, Catherine Pearson, Caitlin Alexandra Phillips, Sarah Reardigan, Delaney Myra Taylor Reed, Bettina Jessica Salas, Haley Top, Catherine Zhao, Shauna Wiley, Brooke Marie Helen Young. Julia Marie Zinn. Gracia Aboud. Alexandra Achman. Dana Al-Nahar. Ovia Anathakrishnan. Shaimaga Aratnatan. Garleen Kaur Bagri. Bhavneet Kaur Bangu. Ravni Bomra. Juliana Botros. Jordan Burnett. Garleen Kaur Shahal. Jessica Chi-Yen Chu. Shanice Megan Chua. Sarah Catherine Clements. Maya Corrine Collins. Harmanveer Daliwal. Tayshan Diaz. Elisa Duhon. Jacqueline Duhon. Sarah Ziad Al-Qaed. Katharina Georgette Balo Flores. Apple Gang. Elise Courtney Gerard. Samantha Olivia Gold. Maisha Halali. Allison Horton. Syed Aminul Islam. Tipu Sultan Islam. Christina Angela Isa. Varun Jain. Zeest Kadri. Radia Korodia. Nimrit Kent. Caroline Marie Carrigan. Amal Khan. Malia Khan. Samir Khan. Minahani Makram Kher. Aran Kim. Arisa Lalani. Julia Ma. Nada Mansour. Mubariz Masuk Maksud. Anaka Rita Mazumder. Ulawatobi Mohammed. Madison Aliza Mudzo. Mahak Nair. Amitav Narang. Nishalini Naruji. Nancy Adu-Bah. Sofia Palma Florido. Jasmine Parmar. Mohammed Sohail Moyuddin Pasha. Devshani Durkesh Kumar Patel. Tanvi Patel. Michelle Pham. Sarah Qureshi. Mila Isabella Race. Sydney Radwi. Mahin Raja. Anisha Rakar. David Remo Rodriguez. Amy Julian Saya. Jonas Scott. Pooja Santil. Emma Bhavya Sud. Nila Tangabelo. Leanne Selena Van Lang. Isha Verma. Kritika Verma. Ishani Deval Vias. Michelle Dilshani Wilshazinga. Haley Nicole Windsor. Anam Yakub. Kyle Gouveia. Lily Jayun Park. Alexandria Ilik. Rani Chio Kobayashi. Sarah Moradi. Stephanie Sonia Raghunandan. Daniel Raymer. Yetiani Maria Roldan Benitez. Sonia Sansawal. Ahmad Sophie Mahmoudi. Shiwan Sun. Vitethia Talabalan. Juan Marcelo Zapata Candevilo. Marina Boutros Salamala. Rebecca Michelle Barbara Cherniak. David Lee Choi. Gara Fadul. Michelle Fattori. Kathleen Grace Howcroft. Basanti Rejmi Lavinchain. Allison Kathleen Scholes. Aisha Abudahi Shire. Sakshi Shinha. Donette Nicole Smith. Zainab Mahmoud Hamoudi. Kashika Sutharahan Shilpa Tandon, Simon Huang, Zoe Boland, Anne Maria de Pasa, Anna Marie Froud, Prabdeep Panasar, Nikki Pongborn, Vanessa Nicole Parisi, Julia Marie Peak, Giovanna Romero, Kian Yosefi Kusha, Ikra Bhatti, Heather Angela Buchanan, Cassandra Kotick, Nadia Kubrick, Laura Marie Dimert, Camille Fedorko, Lara Gabriel, Patrick Michael Gormley, Gretchen Garcia Horbach, Christina Jodry Hunter, Danielle Jones, Christine Penny, Natalia Revskaya, Melissa Spadafora, Jessica Tong, Amy Lynn Thompson, Yingying Tong, Shivi Yashi, Megan Ann Clark, Ronisa Das, Zara Ibrahim, Leron Goodman, Ekam Graywall, Ashwa Real, Caitlin Leanne Smith, Jadua Srithraran, Upsana Panda,
Madam Chancellor, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Master of Science, Occupational Therapy. Mariana Juliana Bisetto. Abigail Lynn Burdett. Sarah Burgess. Sonia May Jason Byerly. Imogen Bish. Karina Vidal Cabral. Keith Chan. Natalie Ariana Chafetz. Esther Chow. Olivia Klinkard-Palumbo. Hayley Lynn Conrad. Julie Louise Dessereau. Brianna Mackenzie Fournier. Erin Gale. Lydia Gingrich. Rihanna Margaret Gunnell. Rebecca Olive Goose. Madison Emily Hulscher. Ming Yui Huang. Avery Jones. Julia Cargis. Melissa Nicole Colliget. Natasha Corrine Kulig. Megan Lisa Emma Lavigne. Chelsea Lee. Vivian Jane Lee. Bronwyn Elizabeth Rutherford Lever. Abby Jean Lindsay. Sydney Ann Livermore. Isla Elizabeth Lyons. Christina Valerie Eleanor MacDonald. Aveen Loreen Michelle Magnus. Isabel Munnerin. Takara McNeil. Olivia Karen Morrison. Megan Neufeld. Kerry Yolanda Neumeier. Inika Paniharahi. Bronwyn Papadogiannis. Kenny Patel. Samantha Bailey Phillips. Natasha Page Rebello. Tia Christine Samuels. Surika Selva Kumaran. Alexis Alexander Schoen. Hannah Elizabeth Sprackett. Kay Tang. Rebecca Leanne Tresham. Erin Valkovich. Stacy Wang. Danielle Westerreich. Emma Margaret Whitley. Jaiting Shu. Aparna Angela Yogarajan. Catherine Youngblood. Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Master of Science, Physiotherapy. Haneen Ali. Sarah Malathi Yorulchelvam. Conchetta Yolanda Baranca. Brianna Gelenesis Betancourt Mora. Megan Olivia Boatsmith. Emily Jennifer Branderhorst. Emily Page Bunda. Angela Komotzi. Corey Campbell. Luann Laura Carso. Rachel Chuk Yu Cheng. Renee Shania Kolyo. Cameron Bryce Collict. Brandon Alexander Cotton. Taylor Sandra Ann Curran. Gopal Singh Dio. Mikhaila Nicole Dedevienko. Kabir Singh Dhaliwal. Eric Dixon. Maya El Zahed. Yasmin Espinoza Alvarado. Sophie Madison Frangosh. Kaylin Deanne Garraway. Mark William Gillespie. Paula Jacqueline Gonzalez. Madison Lee Grande. Hassan Hatoum. Matthew Donovan Hickey. Brianna Grace Hooks. Annie Hu. Mortasem Kenan. Siani Sia Kukanathasan. Kelsey Lacombe. Jordan Adrian Langui. Mackenzie Ray LeBlanc. Dana Cadence Licorice. Mary McLoof. Savannah Marley. Selina Saber Maluka Abdel Malak. Skylar Mann. Hanif Mauji. Yanif Mikhailov. Shella Moreau. Emily Nadine Neudorf. Joshua Matthew David Palmer. Jaden Panu. Anna Natalia Pelchar. Alejandra Picon Moreno. Alana Elizabeth Perez. Michaela Kathleen Purden. Joshua David Rampasad. Manshi Rana. Stephanie Marie Saunders. Grant Shepherd. Sukham Sohal. Kendra Elizabeth Squire. Thomas William Stavro Sholdoff. Rachel Steves. Bailey Nicole Taminga. Emma Tarwill. Leah Jane Terry. Sarah Tucker. Jocelyn Yee. Nicholas Young. Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Master of Science, Speech Language Pathology. Watfa Abu Kaf. Amy Kayuga. Crystal Chen. Ava Chen. Jennifer Lynn Colton. Natasha Rianne Cruz. Caitlin Foley. Madeline Nicole Fowles. Katerina Louise Hoffman. Anna Marie Hauser. Brittany Taylor Jesperson. Harmon Carlon. Samantha Jennifer Kubala. Alison Yelena Lambert. Megan Lisa Lofto. Gabriela Lopera Hernandez. Carice Oldenburg. Brianna Olson. Maham Khassim. Emmeline Robinson. Amina Sheikh. Kashfi Shankar. Sabrina Marie Smith. Samara Madison Spratt. Nimra Tariq. Evelina Tishala. Kelsey Ann Trewin. Jasmine Amanda Wilson.
Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Doctor of Medicine. Sonia Bath. Jasmine Berlingeri. Evan Jordan Fang. Laura Olek. Syed Foyez Rizvi. Brian Hao Yuyen Tang.
Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates, the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Tino Ten, Jashu, Chloe Gade Gamad, Maggie Jashin, Dashul May Masung Kai, Brianne Savan Pavlik, Jillian Isabel Riedel.
Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduate of the degree Bachelor of Health Sciences, Midwifery. Mariam Saeed Sheikh. Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Bachelor of Health Sciences, Physician Assistant. Fatima Tanvir Ahmed. Alika Zan Derby Bihan. Ella Catherine Caulfield. Emma Holly Clendenin. Cassidy Ann Faubert. Lisa Joanna Faulkner. Margaret Gray. Ramin Hussain. Sankivi Jelupal Usingam. Okay. Anna Maria Lalusis. Adele Lee. Aidan McIntyre. Christy Mello. Zachary Carlton Meyer. Mackenzie Patterson. Padarni Prabha Garan. Jenna Marie Roy. Beth Ellen Sedaris. Anna K. Ruth Smith. Christy Temchevska. Heidi Joanna Tuskovich. Victoria Elizabeth Waite.
Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Honors Bachelor of Health Sciences. Hadika Arshad Aziz. Mayor Singh. Kelvin Lai Tron. Navera Shanin. Punitha Shastri. Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Bachelor of Health Sciences. Matthew On. Najud Al-Jabouri. Sarah Alam. Emily Anderson. Patrick Ong. Hania Ariz. Rawan Akram Awad. Siraj Bansal. Geethan Bhaskaran. Vikraman Bhargav. Alex Sen. Samantha Chang. Joy Chowdhury. Olivia Soyoung Chung. Brooke DeMello. Sabrina Fan. Allison Fang. Michelle Gao. Zainab Shafkat Gill. Jessica Gu. Regis Gu. Eric Hahn. Clara Gail Healy. Aman Hamani. Esther Pyonghwa Jung. Michael Jin. David Shichang Jin. Harjan Singh Kalong. Shazab Khalid Khan. Lauren Kim. Anya Kailas. Michelle Lee. Anna McCracken. Yasmin Magdadi. Ethan Mikalenko. Ethan Parikh. Ariana Sine Petrosini. Shaili Prajapati. Anika Ranadive. Parsa Rozegi. Tiara Jade Reynolds. Ella Rival. Julia Sherabim. Romy Shendri. Valerie Shirabokov. Victoria Stopp. Anya Singh. Sabrina Sorbara. Caitlin Trelevin. Mikhail Visanji. Sophie Wagner. Lena Wong. Linda Wu. Karen Xiao. Enoch Yu.
Madam Chancellor, may I present to you the following graduates of the Graduate Diploma in Primary Care, Nurse Practitioner. Sandra Awad. Nicolina Burdar. Ekaterina Mikkelsen. Natalie Brooke Riscori. Siobhan Elizabeth Sullivan Skippen.
Let's give another round of applause for our graduates. Woo! I would now like to introduce Kian Yousefi Kusha, a graduate of the degree of Master of Science in Neuroscience, who will be delivering the valedictory address.
Hi everyone, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all you graduate students, your lovely guests, along with those with me on the stage today, Chancellor Smith, President and Vice Chancellor, Dr. Farrar, Provost and Vice President Academic, Dr. Tai, Dean of Graduate Students, Dr. Ranilovic, Vice President and Dean of Health Sciences, Dr. O'Byrne, as well as Vice Dean and Executive Director of School of Nursing, Dr. O'Carroll. My name is Kian, and I'm truly, truly honored to be standing in front of you today as your valedictorian. I was thinking of what people usually say in moments like this. Follow your dreams, the world is yours. These cliche phrases are said that used to be cool back in the day before becoming repeated by so many people so many times that now prompt eye rolls upon their repetition. Because picture this, someone somewhere for the very first time said, "When life gives you lemons, go make a lemonade," and the crowd erupted in excitement. It was a moment filled with hope, filled with possibility for them. What happened though? That makes me wonder, what made these phrases to even be repeated so many times by so many people in the first place? I have a feeling these phrases managed to strike the same chord in a lot of us. They managed to remind us of our shared experiences that transcends any individual circumstances, but evokes a sense of belonging in us, reminding us we're all in this together. We are alike. I have a feeling that you and I are alike. We have faced moments of overwhelm, juggling the grades, the responsibilities, the relationships, trying to be good students, good partners, good friends, or just decent citizens of the world. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying we are the same. Some of us face challenges others could never imagine. Some of us worked multiple jobs to stay in school. Others might have had the financial comfort, but their struggle with mental health made flipping a textbook page feel impossible. Some of us found refuge in Canada, flipping those same textbook pages while navigating life in a new country, trying to survive. Some of us commuted from our childhood homes, but are still struggling, navigating a new identity, grieving. Some of us walked on campus wearing the colors of rainbow with pride, while others kept it tucked away safely in their hearts. Each of our challenges might seem big or small from the outside, but I know they were significant within your own experiences. So no, we are not the same, but I still say we are alike. We are alike because of our quiet resilience, because of our desire to belong, to overcome, to seek purpose, to be loved. We are alike because we moved with hope in our hearts and determination in our steps. And if you're sitting here, graduates of class of 2024, we are alike because we survived university. Recognizing that we are more alike than different helps us celebrate our diversity, reminding us that yes, we are tiles in a mosaic, but we are all tiles in the same mosaic, each contributing to the beauty of the bigger picture, our shared humanity. Recognizing that we are more alike than different builds a foundation for empathy, helping us understand and appreciate the journey and challenges of others, just as we hope they will do so for us. And recognizing that we are more alike than different battles this mentality of us versus them, reminding us that it's simply just us. But who is this us? At McMaster, it will be the maintenance staff greeting us with a smile on campus. It will be the librarians who helped us refine our research questions. It will be those at the Student Wellness Center who helped us book a meeting with the counselor when the weight of it all was too heavy. The us would be our professors, our supervisors, our mentors, those who pushed us to learn, to think, to grow. The us would be our friends, those who made us feel a little less alone when we laughed at the same silly jokes or stressed over the same deadlines. And the us would be our family, those here with us today, those cheering from afar, those we have lost, or the chosen family we've built along the way, those who tried to support us the best way they knew how. Let's take a moment to acknowledge all these incredible people who were part of our journey. And then there is us again, the graduates of class of 2024. I wanted to tell you something. I wanted you to know all of our shared experiences, the ones we share with each other, with people who came before us, or with those who will follow us, they exist for a reason. They exist to remind you that just as people before you found their way or paved the way for you, you too will find your way or pave it for the people who will follow you. I don't know what your way is, whether you're going to treat your patients as part of their care team, answer scientific questions via research, work in a startup, in an online business, and maybe you don't know what your ways is still, and that is perfectly fine, trust me. But let's make a promise to each other. Whatever way you end up choosing to find or pave, let's always care. Care for yourself first, because it is only when you nurture your own well-being that you can shine and share your light with others. Let's care for the world we are living in, so we can leave it a bit better, just a bit better for people who will follow us. And lastly, let's care for each other, because at the end of the day, we are all in this together. We are alike. Congratulations, class of 2024. I am so proud of you.
Thank you, Kian. May I now call upon the Dean of Graduate Studies, Dr. Ranilovic, who will present the President's Award for Excellence in Graduate Supervision.
The President's Award for Excellence in Graduate Supervision is granted to those supervisors who have provided exceptional mentorship and guidance to enable their graduate students to find success as they meet their own academic, research, and professional goals. Would Dr. Deborah Sloboda please come forward? Dr. Sloboda joined McMaster's Department of Biochemistry and Biomedical Sciences in 2012. She has supervised 20 graduate students and worked on more than 15 graduate supervision committees in that time. Several graduate students and postdoctoral researchers working under her supervision have also completed their undergraduate degrees at McMaster, a testament to Dr. Sloboda's exceptional mentorship. Students describe her lab as an inclusive and supportive space where she gives of her time generously. Dr. Sloboda can often be found lending a helping hand in an experiment, providing some constructive feedback on a problem, or just checking in to see how things are going. She encourages students in their professional development activities, whether they're looking forward to a future in research, teaching, or beyond the academy. She is a Tier 1 Canada Research Chair in the early origins of health and disease, and her expertise in that area has helped build collaborative relationships within both the research and broader communities. Dr. Sloboda has leveraged these networks to provide her graduate students with countless opportunities for collaboration and outreach, helping them to grow as scientists and science communicators. A past student writes, Dr. Sloboda will believe in you and your research when you are not so sure yourself. She will push you to do your best. She will support you in whatever career path you want to go down. She will have high expectations, tell you what they are, and help you grow to meet them. She will always be there to offer guidance when you need it. It is my distinct pleasure to present the President's Award for Excellence in Graduate Supervision to Dr. Deborah Sloboda. Congratulations, Dr. Sloboda.
Congratulations, Dr. Sloboda. May I call upon Vice Dean and Executive Director of the School of Nursing, Dr. Sandra Carroll, who will present the Governor General's Academic Gold Medal.
The Governor General's Academic Medal is one of the most prestigious awards a student in Canada can receive. Established in 1873, this honor recognizes exceptional academic achievement at the high school, collegiate, undergraduate, and graduate levels. Each year, McMaster awards just 2 Governor General's Gold Academic Medals to the students at the university who have achieved the highest academic standing at the graduate level. Earning this accolade not only places this year's recipients among the top students to graduate from McMaster, it places them among the top students in all of Canada. On behalf of Her Excellency, the Right Honorable Mary Simon, it gives me great pride to present the Governor General's Academic Gold Medal to Dr. Lynn Lee. Chancellor Smith, I ask that you and all present join me to express recognition of their achievement. It's okay.
Congratulations, Dr. Lee. May I now invite Dr. Farrar back to the podium to deliver the President's address.
Chancellor Smith, distinguished guests, award winners, members of the McMaster community, graduating class of 2024, family and friends. One of the real privileges of my role as president is to speak to the graduates on the occasion of your convocation, to offer congratulations on behalf of the university, and to tell you how proud we are of you. We have heard some inspiring remarks today, from the beautiful Thanksgiving address by our Chancellor that opened the ceremony, through thoughtful and motivating speeches from our honorary degree recipient and our valedictorian. Let me add a few final remarks before we bring this ceremony to a close. We are living in an exceptionally noisy time. Each day, as we work our way through our communications, we have to sift important messages from spam, distinguish telephone calls from people we know to those coming from telemarketers or phishing software, and separate real facts from disinformation. Communication scientists call this clatter of the world around us the signal-to-noise ratio. The American statistician Nate Silver suggested the signal is the truth and the noise is distraction. The current overload of misinformation and disinformation we experience daily makes it hard to separate the signal from the noise in some key ways. Disinformation introduces false narratives and supposed facts that appear to be legitimate, but actually blur the line between real facts and fiction. The sheer volume of misinformation, the fire hose of falsehoods, can overwhelm our ability to process information critically and to distinguish the truth. Repeated exposure to misinformation and disinformation can undermine people's trust in traditionally credible sources of information, making it harder to rely on established channels to cut through the clatter. How do we learn to discern the signal from the noise? Well, one of the real privileges of working and studying in a research-intensive university such as McMaster's is the opportunity to think critically about new information and different perspectives. The opportunity to look at history and to seek out ideas beyond our own bubble, to make the time for courageous conversations, to hear dozens of different viewpoints, interpretations, theories, to change our mind, or to develop a more complex understanding of difficult issues, to commit to source verification and evidence-based decision-making, to screen out the noise and to look for truth in unexpected places. Let me suggest another way we can discern the signal from the noise. We can practice being still. Being still, both mentally and physically, creates a mental state needed for critical thinking. When we are constantly consuming information, scrolling through social media, jumping from one headline to the next, we don't give our minds the time to properly assess and evaluate information. Stillness allows us to pause and question our reactions, to consider the source and the context of information, to recognize our own biases and emotional responses, to connect the dots between different pieces of information, and to identify inconsistencies in narratives. Stillness helps us push back against cognitive overload, where the constant barrage of information overwhelms our ability to think clearly. When we are still, we can let the dust settle. We can filter out the unnecessary noise and focus on what is truly important. We notice patterns that we might otherwise miss. Think of a pond. When the water is constantly disturbed, it's impossible to see the bottom. But when the water is still, everything becomes clear. You can distinguish actual fish from the mere reflections on the surface. People find stillness in many places. It can be a walk home without earbuds. It may be a morning meditation or a paddle on a quiet lake. It may be a poem or a prayer or a favorite source of music. The wonderful Canadian poet, Anna Michaels, weaves scientific and historical knowledge into her poems and creates moments of intellectual stillness, where thought itself seems to pause in contemplation of complex truths. In her poem, What the Light Teaches Us, she observes, "Night pours into the rooms, and we're quiet as mathematics." I love the idea that the intellectual precision of mathematics can bring about human stillness. Stillness in Michael's poetry isn't empty. It's full of potential and resonating with the past. Of course, today is not a day for stillness. Today is a day for big hugs, for huge smiles, for relief and gratitude, and thank yous to the many people who helped you make it along your way. Today, we join with you in your graduating joy. Make as much noise as you like. As you celebrate this wonderful milestone in your life, please remember, we need your intelligence, your passion, your expertise, and your leadership more than ever. I wish you the very best as you go forward.
Thank you, Dr. Farrar. May I now invite Chancellor Smith back to the podium to deliver the closing remarks.
Yoyanale, congratulations to the class of 2024. Yoyanale means in Gaingeha, well done, good job, or good energy. And I want to make some noise with you. So I would like to teach you how to say Yoyanale, and then I would like us all to shout it out to the rafters. So the first syllable is yo. Yo. Yan. Yan. Erle. And together, Yoyanale. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yoyanale. A little louder. I think we can do better. We can make more noise than that. 1, 2, 3. Yoyanale. Good job. Woo! As a McMaster alumna, I am looking forward to seeing where you all go from here. You are all now graduates and members of the McMaster alumni family. Congratulations. Dr. Ioannidis, Dr. Sloboda, Dr. Lee, and Kian, congratulations on your accomplishments and for sharing your works and your journey to inspire us. Dr. Farrar, you've given us a lot to think about, and I know that I will personally be taking your words of wisdom with me. Graduates, please take all of the words you've heard today as you go, and my very best wishes to all of you as you take your next steps in your journey. Yoyanale. Yawa.
Thank you, Chancellor Smith. Now in closing, I have a few final announcements. We invite you to visit the Wentworth Room C, directly attached to the concert hall, immediately following the convocation ceremony, as there will be a gathering to welcome you as newly minted McMaster alumni with light refreshments for you and your loved ones. This event will offer a relaxed atmosphere for you to mingle, share memories, and bask in the joy of your accomplishments while enjoying some coffee and sweet treats. Let's make your special day even sweeter together. Loved ones will be able to meet your graduate at the alumni welcome. Additionally, we ask that only graduates enter the degree distribution area. I would ask that you please remain standing at your seats if you are able to do so until the academic procession leaves the hall. Please now join us in the singing of our national anthem. After singing the anthem, this convocation stands adjourned.
Contemplate